got so many brushes in my hands at all times. Hey everyone, it's Michelle and I'm so excited because I just got my Colourpop Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette in the mail. I have all of Kathleen and Colourpop's other palettes. I have some of her Zodiac pigments, I've got lip glosses, blush, I've got all kinds of Kathleen Lights Colourpop things, but when I saw this I was like, yeah, I gotta have it. So I'm going to do a 3 looks 1 palette because there are so many shades. I can't simply do 1 look and then review it. So this is going to be a few days long. Sorry, but let's go ahead and open up the palette. So the front of the palette matches the unicarton, and then it has all of the shade names on the back. And luckily they're on the front too. This palette is beautiful. It is even more pretty in person than it was on Instagram. I just want to put that freaking glitter everywhere. All right, I'm not going to swatch this because I don't want this video to be an hour long. So let's go ahead and just get into the first look. I'm going to start by just going in with my Precious, just like a little bone transition color. I just want to set the concealer on my lids basically. My poor eye is still stained. If you guys can see some orange coming through, sorry. This is the second video I filmed today, so I had to literally wipe off my eye makeup as carefully as possible, which is another reason why I want this bone shade all over the lid, just to kind of help hide some of that orange staining. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Royal Jewels. I didn't even talk about the palette, but I can while I'm blending this into the crease. It has 30 shades and it retails for $39, so you're paying like a little over $1 for a shadow, so the price point is excellent. This is Colourpop's biggest palette to date, and I mean it's pretty appropriate that it's with Kathleen because she's like the Colourpop queen. I feel like she's their go-to influencer. Next I'm gonna go in with Citrine. That's really pretty. I mean 30 shades, you can get so many looks out of this palette. I like that this yellow is different from the yellows in the Honey palette. I think she said there was only 1 repeat shade in this palette. I don't know which one it is looking down at it. It might be Stoned. I don't know, I think it's in the Zodiac palette. I really did watch her release video. I just have a terrible memory. Speaking of Stoned, I'm gonna go in with some Stoned, actually. I'm gonna fix that more in a minute because I don't know what I'm doing. But I definitely want to take Peridot on the lid. Oh, I know what I want to do. Okay, I'll put some Peridot on the lid and then I'll do what I meant to do. I love it. This reminds me of that lime green shade in the Colourpop Disney Villains palette, but I forget what the shade name's called, but I really like it. This is how I like my shimmers. Creamy and pigmented and sparkly. Just beautiful. Alright, so what I wanted to do, but I forgot about it, I went in Jade in the outer corner. These mattes, I know you can't see it because there's not a mirror, so I can't hold this gigantic palette up. Even if there was a mirror, I don't think I'd hold the gigantic palette up. My arms would probably fall off. These mattes seem to have more kickback than the typical Colourpop shadows do, which isn't a bad thing. It doesn't bother me. Typically, the more kick up means the more pigmented the shade, so I really don't mind, but if that's a problem to you, you might notice it. Not like I'm the Colourpop authority. I only have like 12 of their palettes, something stupid. It's not wanting to layer on top of this shimmer. I might have to pack it on with my finger, I don't know. This jade shade just kind of keeps blending away into nothing. It seems to be working the more I'm layering. That's just a lot of layering. I'm gonna go back and forth between Jade, the olive shade, and Citrine, the mustard shade. I don't know, I'm not a fan so far. I'm gonna take Tiger Eye. Sorry, I've got so much in my hands. And I wanna go on the outer portion of the lid with it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm playing with Jade again and I just don't like it. It's just going downhill fast. I'm gonna try to save it and do some turquoise. I don't even know. You guys, this is just... I'm not having a good time. I started out so positive. That jade shade really threw me for a loop. I'm just gonna stop at least for a minute because it's not gonna get any better. I'm gonna take the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner. This is the shade Gotcha, and I'm gonna put it in the waterline. All right, even though Jade and I have beef, I'm gonna put it on the lower lash line. And I'm taking Citrine, the mustard. I can't really salvage this look, so what I would typically do if things have gone this bad is I just go wash it off. But you know what? I'm not filming another damn look today. So this is what it's gonna be. It could be a lot better, but you know, it could probably be worse. I don't know, this is pretty bad. I don't think this could be worse. That's okay. I do have fallout here, but I'm also not gonna clean it up because this is lazy makeup at this point. All right, guys, this is our finished look. So, yeah, it's not the best, like I said. Love the lid shade, the Peridot. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. But once I added jade, everything kind of went downhill. Still, everything else was really nice though. Yeah, I just can't save this look, so it is what it is. I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully I'll play with, I don't know, I think I want to play with all of these blues. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm back with the So Jaded palette. I really think I want to mess with the blues today, so let's get into that. I think again I'm going to start with my Precious. That just seems like the easiest transition color for me. Alright, I'm going to go in with turquoise, and I'm going to say a little prayer. I know I used it a little bit in my other look, but it didn't really count because it was just using it to fix it. I don't know. Don't judge me. I can only speak for myself personally, but I know that when I do blue, I can just go too heavy-handed sometimes, so I'm really trying to start out small and really just pack it into the outer corner and up into the crease, especially because I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Apologies in advance if you can hear my husband's cell phone. I try not to film on Saturdays because like everyone's home, but it's hard when I'm trying to do 3 looks with 1 palette, so literally everyone doesn't care that I'm doing my hobby right now. They're just living their best lives, and their best lives happen to be super loud, so since I am just in my house and not in a freaking soundproof studio, we're just gonna hear some background noise, unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna take some Sapphire and pray it doesn't mess everything up. I really just want it on the outer portion here. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty once I blend it out. Oh my god, I can't win. My family's so loud. Now the garbage trucks are outside. It's not even trash day. What is going on? I'm being set up. I really have to stop buying so much makeup. What did I? I just did a 3 looks 1 palette with the Celestial Storm palette because I just got it. And then I just got this eyeshadow palette, and I'm doing a 3 looks 1 palette with it. And then, luckily it's not a new release. I just bought it because I wanted it. It was on sale, I don't know if it was Labor Day or what, but it was at Macy's. And it was one of the Stila ones. I don't know if it was Holiday from last year. It wasn't the one I necessarily wanted. I'll insert the name of it when I find it. I'm actually going to my local Macy's to pick it up today because I didn't want to pay for shipping. Anyway, that's not what's important. What's important is I've added 3 new eyeshadow palettes that I've purchased in the month of September. And then I also got 2 palettes that I'm keeping from Sephora. It is too much. I have to stop buying so much makeup. It's just such an addiction. But then it goes through ebbs and flows, and I'm like, I don't need that. Like, that's what happened to me with the Norvina collection. And I was so proud of myself for not getting it. Like literally, and then this one was announced 2 weeks later, and I was like, oh, I need that. Ebbs and flows, man. Ebbs and flows. I don't know how much I spend a month on makeup right now because it varies, and I'm in denial. But I mean, like, you gotta think, I have my BoxyCharm subscription, which is $21 unless it's a Boxy Luxe month, which is $50. And then I just buy other makeup too. So I think my husband and I are really gonna go on like a real adult budget, and I'm only gonna like allow myself $100 for makeup, and that includes like whatever I want to buy. Like say I want to buy clothes from Shein or some other bullshit fast fashion company, I'm gonna take that out of like my allowance. Essentially, that is my allowance. So whether it's something for my hair or makeup or clothing, I'm gonna get $100 a month allowance, because like we're fine, but I can't keep spending whatever I want on makeup. I gotta be an adult. So yeah, this was like a fun month because I went to Sephora and I got so much makeup there. I mean, I don't need more makeup. Holy shit. I just want it all. All right, I'm liking this gradient. I want to fix the outer blue though, because it looks fucking crazy. I really wish there was a pale matte blue in this palette, but that's okay. Oh shit. I'm just taking some of that original transition shade I used, My Precious, and kind of just blending the perimeters to lighten it up of the turquoise shade. Turquoise. Because it's a little crazy. Not like I care what the people at Macy's think, but you know, I don't want to look like a psycho either. Talking about budgeting, what my husband really wants to do, and I'd love anyone's thoughts or knowledge. His dream is to do tiny living and live on a freaking school bus. That is all he wants in life, and he talks about it all the time. And I told him, I mean, for the longest time, I told him, hell no. Because we're very opposite. He could do like the minimal lifestyle, and I'm someone who's like, I need all the things. So we're very opposite when it comes to that, just the idea of living. Like our kids have more toys than they'll ever need in their lifetime, and they're only 3.5 and 1.5. So you get the idea. Anyway, he just keeps trying to talk me into it, and I keep telling him no. So I finally said, all right, you let me do my own research without you in my ear, like telling me crap, and I'll get back to you. So I'm gonna do my own research. I've started a little bit, and it's not even the idea of living small that scares me. It's really just like as the kids get older, like I don't want to homeschool. This is no offense to anyone who does homeschool or who is homeschooled. I don't really have that in me. Like I'm barely a good stay-at-home mom, you know? I just don't think I'd be a great teacher for my children. And with the whole bus living thing, my husband would do like a traveling job, so it really would be hard to keep the kids in school. I'd like have to homeschool, and I just don't want to. Then again, I'm so terrified of school shootings that that would be a positive, I guess. But I can't shelter my kids forever. You know, it's like just so many pros and cons. I don't know. Just don't know. But yeah, I could live small if I had to. But the whole being a teacher thing, no, not really for me. Not really what I want for my life. If anyone has any words of wisdom, I'd love to hear it. Please. I need all the help I can get. I'm just going back into the crease with turquoise just to deepen it up some more. I don't think I'm going to do a cut crease or anything crazy. I'm probably going to be basic and just put shimmer on my lid with my finger, because that's just how I'm feeling right now. I will say these blue mattes though, especially for being more blue, they're blending really nicely. No patchiness, no issues. Yeah. I'm gonna go in with aquamarine on my finger. So pretty. Colourpop just knows their shimmers. Like their shimmers are so good. All right, I'm gonna be a little daring and grab some opal. I think I just want to put it on the center of the lid. Ooh. Yeah, I hope I don't regret this, because these are kind of big glitter chunks, but I don't think they're technically eye safe. I'm sorry, if you put glitter in a palette, I should be able to use it. I think that just adds a really pretty shift. I'm gonna add some liner real quick because, hello. All right, you've seen these before. This is the shade Electric. It's the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner. All right, this is the JCat Rock and Glitz liner. This is the blue one. Sorry, my shade sticker came off. I think it's Sapphire or something or other, but they only have one blue one in their Rock and Glitz. So you can Google it if you want. Okay, my liner's on. I'm gonna go put a face on and I'll be right back to finish the eyes. All right, I've got a face on. Let's go in with Sapphire on the outer portion of the lower lash line. And I'm just stamping it on right now because I really want to get it in the corner right there. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with turquoise. Okay, I like that. Let's do some inner corner highlight. I'm gonna swatch Diamond. Oh, that's soft. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna swatch Diamond, Fluorite, and Moonstone. Diamond's the one on top. Sorry, these are terrible swatches. It was just mostly for me. I'm gonna try to take some Diamond on the inner corner. It's really glittery, but for being Diamond, I would expect it to be more white, I guess, and not gold. I'm just gonna grab some highlighter from this sleek palette because it is a lot more blinding, and I like a bangin' inner corner. Yeah, see, something more icy. All right, I'm gonna do mascara and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is the finished look. What do we think? I think it's cute. The blues did really well, especially for being blues. I love the opal glitter shade. Yeah, super pretty. It helps that I love blue eyeshadow. Like, I saw the blues in here and I was like, have to. So I don't know what shades I'm gonna play with tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go, what's a tough one? I guess we'll find out tomorrow. See you then. Whew. All right, guys, we made it day 3. Let's get into it. Maybe just to round things out, I'll do, I don't know, like the berry shades. I don't know what we want to call these, the peachy berry shades. I just feel like I haven't really used those yet. Let's go for it. I'm gonna start with Royal Jewels, just as a transition. I am so freaking excited for Halloween. So Halloween's my favorite holiday. October is my favorite month. It's all coming up so soon. Like, we went to Target yesterday and I bought some Halloween candy and we bought my 3-year-old's costume. So every year, gosh, since when have we started it? I'll try to like insert pictures. Almost every year, I should say. My husband and I like to do Disney. We did take a year off from Disney. My son's first Halloween, my son Sullivan, my older one, his first Halloween, we did like a Jurassic World thing. I was Claire and he was Owen, and then my baby was a dinosaur. But other than that, we've done Disney. Like, one year when we were dating, before kids, we were Woody and Buzz. When I was pregnant, we were Mike and Sully. When I was pregnant with my younger son, Elliot, we were from Winnie the Pooh. I was Winnie the Pooh, Sullivan was Tigger, and then my husband was Christopher Robin because he's lame like that. He didn't want to be Piglet or whatever. What were we? Oh, and last year we were Peter Pan characters. I was Tinkerbell, my husband was Peter Pan, and then my kids were Captain Hook and Smee. So this year we're gonna do Aladdin, and I'm gonna be Jasmine, which I'm trying to find a not scandalous Jasmine costume because a lot of them out there are scandalous. I ordered one. I'm waiting for it to come in to see if it fits. I ordered it off the Wish app, so I don't have a lot of high hope, but it didn't look slutty, which is the main thing. Anyway, my husband's gonna be Aladdin, and then my kid's 3-year-old will be Raja, so we got him a tiger costume, and then my 1-year-old will be Abu. So we gotta get him a little Abu costume. So I think that'll be really cute. I love Halloween so much. I'm hoping that like maybe I can get on here and try to do some fun Halloween stuff in October, but we'll see. We'll see what time allows. I'm also obviously not a makeup artist, just an enthusiast, so anything I do isn't like cool, but if I can do it, you can do it kind of a thing. That's how I feel at least. All right, we've got a nice transition going on. Anyway, do you guys love Halloween? I mean, I think you either love it or hate it. Who just feels like meh about Halloween, you know? What are you gonna be? Are you even dressing up? And if you have children, what are they gonna be? I mean, nothing's cuter than kid costumes. Like, it was so fun when my husband and I were dating because we could just like pass out candy and look at all the other kids. But now we actually have to take our kids trick-or-treating. So it's like the first half of the night we go trick-or-treating, and then the second half we still have to pass out candy because like I love seeing the trick-or-treaters. And I'm from St. Louis, and apparently it's like one of the only places, if not the only, that you make a kid tell a joke at your door. Real quick, I'm gonna go in with Your Gym. Anyway, when people find this out, they're usually like mind blown for some reason. But basically, it's not like a trick or treat kind of a thing. It's they come to your door and you say, you got a joke? And then they'll tell you their goofy little joke, and then you give them the candy. I know when my husband moved to St. Louis from North Carolina, he was like, what the F is this? The first time we handed out candy together. And I was like, they have to tell you a joke. And all the kids are telling jokes, and he just thought it was the coolest thing ever because he's like, what? So yeah, that was when I learned that that was just a St. Louis thing. Because now here in Georgia, it's like a bummer to hand out candy because none of the kids tell jokes. I miss my jokes. I should make my kids tell jokes because we're probably going to move back to St. Louis one day, and then they won't know what the hell to do. Let's just keep it going. We're going to go in with Carnelian, this orangey shade. I feel like I've done a lot of orange looks lately. I mean, it is like fall. I know not technically, but in my heart it is fall. In Georgia it's summer forever, so that doesn't count. That's really pretty. I'm gonna take Garnet next for the outer V mostly, I think. These red orangey looks, I really hardly wear them. And I know it's like a lot of people's go-to because warm tones, hello, they're so popular. But I really am supposed to be doing stuff more like this because of my eyes. I've got green eyes. Why am I looking all over the place? I've got green eyes, and supposedly these shades make them pop, along with like purple and gold. Everyone knows these, but like something about the orange is, I don't know, supposed to make green eyes. I'm not great at color theory. Something of a goal for me is to get better. So far, out of all the shades I've used, that green jade was the only one I had a problem with. And now that I'm looking back, I'm wondering if it's because my brush was still a little bit damp from the last time I'd washed it. Really didn't give that shade a fair shot, I don't think. But what is done is done. I've still got Garnet here. I'm just tapping it into my outer corner more. I've said it before on here during other tutorials. Sometimes I do have a problem in this space getting shadow to stay. It can be the world's best shadow, the world's shittiest shadow. It doesn't matter. I think it's just the way my eyelids are. I don't know if it's because they're hooded or what, but it just rejects shadow sometimes. Super frustrating. And I know what you're thinking, or what you're probably thinking. Yes, I do prime all the way out here, so it's not like a lack of primer extension. Sorry I've kept these three looks pretty, I don't want to say boring, because to me it's not boring, it's realistic. I've been keeping them realistic, I think, in that I'm not cutting the crease or anything. I'm just bored with that right now, and I just want to do my makeup how I would do it every day. So this is what I would do literally every day. So I'm going to take Sunstone with my finger, this goldy orange shade, and I'm going to pop it in the, like on the beginning of the lid. Because yeah, cut creases and stuff are nice to look at, but they're really not like, for me, what I go to every day, because I don't have time like that every day. But this is typically what I do. I do a bunch of crease work, and then I pop shimmer on the lid with my finger. And the shimmer shade's really pretty. Just to see it in action, I want to take a little bit of ruby on the lid as well, because curiosity is killing this cat. I gotta know. Well, it's pretty too. Pretty much how I thought it would look, but it's pretty. I did not bring black liner in here, but that's okay. I'm just gonna take that Garnet shade and stamp my lash line with it. All right, cute. I'm going to, you guessed it, I'm gonna go put some face on, and I'll be back to finish the eyes and talk about the palette. Yeah, all right, I'm back. I'm gonna take some Marc Jacobs eyeliner. This is the shade Brown Out. You're not gonna be able to see, but it's like a glittery brown. It's my favorite for my waterline when I wear these types of tones. I know it looks super messy now, but I love just like smudging it out a bit. As you can tell, I'm not clean or careful with my application, only because I know I'm gonna smudge it out. Grab this little smudgy brush. Yeah, I just always wear this with like smoky eyes or really warm tone palettes like this because, and I really don't know how much you can just tell on my iPhone video, it probably just looks sparse here, but what it is, the sparkle in it, it's like gold and bronzy glitters. So I don't know, that it just complements warm eyeshadow so well. All right, now that that's a little smokier, I'm gonna go in with Garnet. It's like I always start with my lower lash line shade stamping, and then I blend, but you do you, whatever works best. Since all of our eye shapes are so different, I mean, it takes forever to figure out like what brush works for what and just technique in general. Listen to me trying to give tips like I know anything. I'm just saying, do you, do what works. All right, now I'm gonna take Carnelian. I hope I'm saying all these right. Fun fact, back in middle school, I used to have a rocks and mineral collection. I had so many crystals and stones and, well, rocks and minerals. And I would go to gym shows and like buy, usually amethyst, because I was like a sucker for amethyst. Anyway, just a fun fact about me. All right, I'm gonna take your gem. Quartz, rose quartz. Big fan of fool's gold. Yeah, I don't even think my husband knows that I had like the clear storage with the different dividers for my different sized gems. I don't know how I got out of it. I guess I just stopped one day. I wonder if they're still in my dad's basement. That I would like to know. Something about red or pink on your waterline just has a way of bringing me back to some kind of emo vibe. Whatever. I forgot to bring in the highlighter that I used for the rest of my face. This was supposed to be gold, but that's okay. Sometimes we forget. All right, I'm gonna throw on my mascara and then we're done. Okay, here is the finished look. What do we think about it? I think it's pretty. It might just be my favorite out of the three. The first one was a bust. Anyway, let's talk about the palette. I don't know, I've used at least 16 out of the 30, so over half. That makes me the perfect person to tell you whether or not you need this palette, right? Okay, but like seriously though, some of the shades I didn't use Geodude and Rose Quartz. Those both just look like, you know, neutrals. And obviously, we know that some of these shimmers I didn't get around to are probably beautiful. Well, that one's a shitty swatch, but yeah, they're pretty. God, that top one though. What the hell shade was that? Smoky Quartz? Damn, get the palette just for that one. That top? Woo, baby. Anyway, 30 shades for 39 bucks. Price point's excellent. That's not a big deal. Packaging, very cute. Obviously, there's not a mirror, so if that's a deal breaker for you, would you really want to hold this big ass palette the whole time you did your makeup anyway? I don't know. That's not a deal breaker for me. I don't care that there's not a mirror in it. Out of the shades I used, the only one, like I said, that I had a problem with was Jade, and that might have been because my brush was damp, really. So I'm not even gonna say that was a bad shade. Every other matte that I used blended perfectly in the shimmer. It was gorgeous. I did get to use the one pressed glitter in here, Opal, and it was stunning. I did not use Topaz yet. Let's see what that looks like too, just for fun. I know it's just gonna be a glittery mess, but still really, still it's a really pretty glitter. Yeah, do I think you need it? No, because you don't need anything, but I'm glad that I have it. If that tells you anything. I like the color story, like the shades. Overall, very solid palette. Anyway, but yeah, that was my 3 looks, 1 palette using the new Colourpop Kathleen Lights So Jaded collaboration. What do you think about it? Are you gonna get it? Have you already gotten it? Are you so over Kathleen Lights collabing with Colourpop? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye!